I do consulting, and I've done in my telemedicine, I'm a telehealth, and whatnot. But my question is this: I think it's just general, regardless of if it's healthcare, agriculture, IT, and whatnot. You've come here to seek investments huko nyumbani, and so have other governors who have come here, kuangalia, wanaongea, and whatnot. So you sign memorandums, and it's all good. And then once it comes down to execution of those plans, unapata in your county or any other county, the policies now in place, the process that you have in place, do not support what you came to do here. So unapata in terms of us, we go out and seek out those investments, we make a good pitch, we're wanafurahi, we're optimistic, but then when it comes down to execution, people come down, and then your office, your part of your departments, through how you have your policies, they frustrate those efforts. So unapata mtu mwenye alikuwa na goodwill ya kuja nyumbani kusaidia ama kupartner in a way, they get so frustrated until they give up. So my question to you, and I know you're doing your best, now that you're there, and hopefully probably after you leave again, what kind of policies or I'll say procedures that you'll put in place to ensure that even by bureaucracy na nini yenye inahinda hiyo maendeleo itoke, ndio ile cost ya kufanya business na investors iko rahisi, because I think that's one big frustration, because even me, I go back home back and forth, and I think when you come here unapata mtu mzuri, you do what you have to do, and then you go home, it's another story. I think if that part can be even 1% improved, I think you will see much more improvement even in the little things that we're talking about. Yeah, so that's just a comment.
He's in IT too. I think probably he has dreads. Yeah. So Jason went to Kenya, and then I got a contract because he's in IT. And what happened is that the people who when he got the contract, they told him, hey, we'll take 60%. 40% ni yako, and then umalize contract. So it was impossible. So he got frustrated, and then he ended up dropping the contract. So the same thing.
Yeah. Finally, I want to leave an observation in the health. We really don't need only doctors in health, especially when it comes to HIV and AIDS, which I know is a big problem in Kenya as a whole. Really what is there is we need, if we can have a working relationship between our guys when they come home, especially nurses, while they are there, they can always work with the nurses in the hospitals, and you see, they treat them, and they train them on how to handle, those patients. Number two, I've been working with HIV and AIDS for almost 19 years now. I would want, when you come, next time when you come, I would want to take you to some facilities that, have those people who are HIV and AIDS positive, the way they are treated by the government, and they will tell you how long they have stayed with HIV and AIDS. Some of them close to 48 years, you see, and they look very healthy and has actually. Now, what I try to say why I'm trying to say this is the lifestyle, and the stigma that is back home. So if our people can be introduced to this, if you get screened earlier, you get your status checked earlier, and then you are put into medication, and your lifestyle now, you must be consistent with the lifestyle. You can live as long as it takes. So some of these, we don't need doctors. We need those people who are trained. There are some agencies that can partner with you, come there, train people. And also we have exchange program. They come here, they see how these people are being treated and how the services are being offered. We can help a great deal. Thank you.
So let me begin there, because I can tell you our partnership with Washington University is on HIV and AIDS. And it is exactly for this reason. They've even set up a clinic. We've given them one of the clinics in Mombasa. So they have visiting professors that come from time to time. to train our people, to do research. And probably we will not compare to the standards here, maybe. But I can tell you, even in Kenya, there are people who have lived with HIV for over 30, 40 years. You know, and now we've made progress on matters stigma. Sio kama zamani, but it's a work in progress. But we're happy to learn more, so that twende tuongeze bidii. And because it is true, it's a big challenge, but we're making progress. Sasa hii mambo ya kufanya nini? Ease of doing business. In the county of Mombasa, we commissioned Nairobi University to do a research for us. And we have a whole paper on policy realignment. Because unfortunately, even as a governor, I can come, get an investor, nimpeleke Kenya. Mimi mwenyewe niambiwe na KRA. Hii hatuwezi fanya. Because some people have a different focus. For example, KRA, they will only look on raising revenue. Really. And I learned here, when we went to see Hamza, that department has a component of employment. Really. So whatever investment, trade that is being discussed, there's a component of employment. You know, we don't have that. Sisi tutakuta tu watu wanataka tu pesa. It's very unfortunate. They never look at the bigger picture. Tuseme sasa, you have a broader tax base. Hata kama ni kidogo kidogo, you are likely to collect more money. Lakini make it easy. And I gave a speech siku moja tukiwa showground. President Uhuru was there and everybody, and I said, siku hizi wewe Mkenya ukienda Kenya Revenue Authority ama Kenya Bureau of Standards, you're walking into some office that is supposed to help you and facilitate you to do business, lakini unaingia na uoga. You're almost feeling like a criminal. Really? You know? Yani wewe, sasa hivi wewe ukiamua mfano unaenda nyumbani, you pack your house stuff, nini? Ukifika nyumbani, ile jasho utatoka. Utasema afadhali ningeziwacha kule. Ordinarily, there should be a Kenyan patriotic enough to say, oh, you're coming home. Let me make it possible for you. Let me help you. Let me support you. Kini utakuta watu wanaangalia tu pesa. The other day nimeona hiyo mambo ya there was a clip going around, and it came here from America, I think. Guy who was watching TV, akaona mambo ya ukame, akaamua atanunua nini? The drilling machine ya bohole. Yeah. Yeah, mzungu guy, and I like what he said. Said mwenye ameshangaa. Kafika port anaambiwa atoe 8 million. Na ukitembea kwetu watu hawana maji. You know. So we need to look at the national policy and we realign them with the demands of the moment. It's very simple. Me in Mombasa, I think I'm lucky because now there's a focus on the special economic zone. So meaning it is different. If I bring an investor, I have somewhere I can take him. It's not a general conversation. You know, I have land. We have done the master plan. Hapa tunataka factory ya nyama, ya madawa, ya magari, na kadhalika. So nikipata mtu, I know where to take him now. And because we have this specific conversation on creation of special economic zone, so things will be different. It is true. Zamani ukipeleka investor wewe mwenyewe unaanza kusuasua. But now things are changing. And people have started to realize. And now we're somehow in government. Tukizuiwa tunatumia kifua. Na bulldoze. Because we have our way around government and we have the ear of the government to tell them, you know what, we need to get certain things done. So you're right. It's been a challenge. Lakini sasa hii naona kama kutakuwa na nafasi tofauti ambayo kulikuwa hakuna pale awali. And that goes to us in Mombasa. I think Kisumu, they've also been given a special economic zone. Uasin Gishu, if I got it correct. And I think Lamu. And maybe 2 other counties or so. So things will be different.
Yeah, that's good news.
And then also as leaders, we are going to take responsibility. Yapo mimi ukinileta investor mimi mwenyewe, I make sure they get the licenses they need. Tumepata wengine hapo wameanza mambo ya uvuvi, mambo ya samaki, and they've started off well. Now we've got other group of Turkish coming in also to do the same thing, because we had the largest Blue Economy Conference, 17,000 participants from all over the world that Kenya and Canada co-hosted in Nairobi. Sivyo? Yeah. But now we're coming to execution. Na sasa uzuri ni kwamba even the president at that time, we needed to deal with issues of regulations that had been now completed. That is why you see we even created Coast Guard. You know, sababu kumleta mtu awekeze baharini, he must feel safe and secure. Isn't it? So the country is changing. True, kule tulitoka siku zuri, but it's slowly changing. And they now are realizing the importance of encouraging investment. Tuwe kama, unajua yule Magufuli, Tanzania. Whatever you do, sisi Kenya, mimi, the challenge, one of the greatest challenge I face is that people are turning government to employment bureau. Everybody sees me and says, my Instagram, my DM hizo, za job, si za kawaida. I don't know why people believe that only employment opportunities napatikana government. We should just learn from Tanzania to Mbali. 97% of employment in Tanzania is by private sector. Sisi tunafikiri tuko 50-50, maybe even higher. Ajua, because we haven't encouraged investment and supported investment. But now, mambo yanabadilika. Tuko tunasemanga vitu vichenjanga. So things are really, things are changing and for the best. Yeah.
Spoke, I think they captured everything I wanted to say in regards to the issues that we have. Unfortunately, the one that I was disappointed when I went back home, my mother was ill, and I just noticed that Africa does not have medical insurance for monthly, like literally to have an insurance where someone can be going to the hospital, and there's no any company. And matter of fact, I wanted to start that, and it was a bit difficult for me because, like I said, when you really want to go there and start that, there's all these boundaries that you kind of get towards it, and it's like people are trying their best not to make you get successful on what you are there to make a better Kenya. I can tell you, everybody in this room, they're all investors. Matter of fact, these questions are coming from people who want to make a difference back home, and that's why we're here. But something is lacking in Kenya, Africa, that I can say that, you know, our people are really trying to get there. And for some reason, it's harder for us for bribery and, you know, yeah. So, we, like I said, someone of you said before, you will come here, you will discuss this with us. We will be looking forward to work on it and go there and try to do it. And somehow it will not work. It's the government that is set in a different way where we're not making a difference there. We want to...
Umesema. But the good thing with him is that ameuliza swali na akajibu. Which makes it very easy for us. So let me begin with you. You asked a question whether the focus is Mombasa. Obviously, I'm the governor of Mombasa. But in leadership, there is something called collective responsibility. And then as a country, when a policy works in Mombasa, it is much easier to emulate and implement elsewhere. So on matters investment, we have a national conversation today that touches on every county. So mimi niki succeed, for sure, every other county will succeed. For sure, because ni kufuata tu the same direction. Let me tell you, kuna mindset issue ya wafanyikazi wa serikali. It's a challenge. Kama mtu akikutumikia ni kama anakufanyia favor. We have seen it. Mimi kule Coast General, and we have a few other satellite facilities that we have put under Coast General, that we've installed surveillance cameras. More in particular departments, kama casualty, for example. We want to see muda, how long it takes for someone to be registered, to see a doctor, kupata madawa na kutoka. We monitor that. We may not be at the point where we are saying we are happy, but we are observing na tunaona progress. Sasa mimi to address the issues of peer na service, I went and poached the MD of Aga Khan in Mombasa. Mpigia Kiswahili tu. Ile bana wewe hapa mkwenu. Come and give back. So I took him from Aga Khan, and that is why I can say we are able to transform Coast General. Because we got someone from private sector to Kaleta Coast General. So the person managing Coast General used to manage Aga Khan. Now he's helped us a great deal kubadilisha mienendo. Lakini now we have another challenge. You know, as a governor, even if I find you sometimes, kukute wewe hauko ofisi, na sasa nitoe amri huyu afutwe kazi. You know, sometimes it is impossible. Sometimes you get so frustrated. Mtu hafanyi kazi, lakini kumfuta kuna procedure ya ajabu. Really? Mtu atatoka hapo aende union na wewe unaambiwa you literally. Mimi nilikwenda Coast General nikakuta daktari, nilienda kama around 11 at night. Nikakuta daktari amepaka gari yake kwa parking ya daktari ambayo tunajua amepark, alafu amekuja kachukua Uber kaenda. Sasa yeye is the doctor on duty. Sasa there is camera there. Kitu ambaye hakujua, mimi sasa nikaenda kwa desk yake, sikumpata. Kazunguka hospitali yote, sikumpata. I waited, subuhi nikaitwa, kaitisha before that Indian guy from Aga Khan came. Kuna daktari mmoja mtaita. Kaita huyo daktari, sema no, I was there. Hata gari yangu ilikuwa hapo. Koti aliwacha kwa kiti. Ni wale kuacha koti kushi. Really? Imagine it was impossible for me to sack that doctor. Because hapo tu anaenda kotini. Na koti haitaki kuelewa. Naambia hata huyu was not on duty. You are forced sometimes kunini kukaa na watu ambao hawafanyi kazi. Sasa the best you do as a governor, unampost mali ambayo hakuna kitu, lakini wage bill naye inaongezeka because now you're forced to hire another doctor. Sasa hii ni shida ambayo all of us, unajua kuna hii kitu tunaitwa independence ya judiciary, ambayo kidogo inasumbua. It is the right thing to do, lakini pia inasumbua kwa sababu if a judge sits in the office, hajui sometimes what's happening on the ground. Kama juzi mbona ati nimeambiwa 6 months jail. Did you see it on the media? Because a judge sits in his office, na mtu anaenda kugrab a school, you go to protect it, wanaenda kupata expert order, Na ukifanya kitu, you're in contempt. It's a challenge. But ukiweka systems, it changes. Sasa kama sisi tumeweka time management system kwa hospitali, you will see you. Whether you are there or not, we will see you. We have records to see how many patients you have seen. And we make comparison. It's very simple. Nikiangalia wagonjwa hapa wameingia 600. Kwa mfano, every doctor, I must be able to know ameona wagonjwa wangapi. And there has to be record. It's very simple. Kwa sababu ukiweka tu basic computer, tayari naje teknolojia kubwa. Basic computer should be able to tabulate that for you, so that you know which doctor ameona madaktari wangapi. Quality control. It's very simple. Quality controls, yes, which we are doing. Okay, wao nisema nisikuquote mambo ya nyongo. Na mimi nakwambia usiniquote pia mimi. We are way different from Palolienda. Really. Sisi tuko tofauti. Na kama uamini wewe enda ukatembea alafu utakuja kunitafuta. We're different. And you know why we're different? Because I do so many impromptus. Those people at the hospital, they don't know what time I'll appear. And things have changed. For the first time now, we have referrals from private hospital into public. It's always been the other way around. Yes, in Mombasa we have referrals. People have been referred to. When Mombasa hospital burnt down, we looked after those wagonjwa, transferred them to our ICU. We have the biggest ICU. They only, unajua hospitali zetu za ICU, every patient has a doctor. In Kenya, mimi hata nashangaa kwa nini tuwaziita ICU. We in Coast General, we have first of all ICU doctors that they sit in the ICU. Hawana kazi nyingine. And then we have a policy whereas every patient yuko ICU ni patient wa madaktari wote. You understand? So meaning when they're doing their rounds, all the doctors, all the consultants that come into the ICU, they look at each patient collectively. That's the purpose of ICU. Sasa wewe mtu unapeleka mgonjwa wako ICU, looked after a nurse. Does it really qualify to be an ICU? You know? So sisi tunabadilisha hiyo. And now we have had a challenge because in Mombasa now majority of the people wanataka ICU yetu. Really, I'm overwhelmed. We can't add the numbers because it will defeat the purpose. We have to stick to, we have a 17-bed ICU. Lakini, you come back to what? The mindset issue. So mambo inabadilika na sio rahisi, lakini inabadilika. Mimi I invite some of you to do random checks in some of those facilities in Mombasa. Johnny, mtembea alafu I promise you, jua likija. Tumie ni 2 texts. Nitumie 2 texts. Na mimi nitafanya nini? Hapa kule kwetu jua tunjaa nalo mpaka tunchoka nalo. So when the weather changes, Monite, we continue with the conversations and take note of what we have said. So that when we come back, we said tulisema hii, tumefikia wa?